Hello, I'm R. Douglas Mahaffey, and welcome to My Little Kitchen. Hello, I'm R. Douglas Mahaffey, and this is My Little Kitchen. Today we're going to be cooking a dish for a Thanksgiving banquet that I'm having tonight at church. And what I'm going to be making is a Boudin Caserole. Now, traditionally, most boudins are made as a soup or something a little more wet than a dry-boiled casserole. And I'll be adding ingredients like sausage, chicken breast, mushrooms, and shrimp to the casserole after everything's put into the dish. Then I like topping it off with 3/4 of a beer. Normally, I won't be doing that tonight because it's for church and maybe some people there that don't particularly care to have beer in their food. Now, usually when you cook beer, well actually when you cook beer, you boil out the alcohol as it cooks, so there's no alcohol left in the actual contents, but the flavor's still there for beer. What you'll need, this is my Paula Deen 1.5 gallon boiler. I use the Paula Deen. It's a 10-inch skillet to cook the sausage and the chicken in. And I'll also be using a 1/2 gallon, maybe 1 quart boiler from Paula Deen as well to boil the shrimp, and then I'll cook the mushrooms in an 8-inch skillet by Paula Deen as well. Now you're also going to need a spatula, something to mix things around in the skillets, and to stir the boudin as it boils. Now I'm dry boiling it. I use 1 cup of water per link, and the links that I use are Holmes Smokehouse Boudin. Now you can get these at your Walmart. They're like $3.69 a pack, and there's 2 links per pack. I'm making 8 links that I dry boil, and I'll either boil all the water out or I'll boil it until it's dry enough to put in the colander to strain it and get all the water out, and then I spoon it from the colander into another bowl where I add all the other ingredients and just mix them up by hand. I don't usually use this to mix up the ingredients because you can just get in there and make it more evenly mixed with your hands. Of course, my hands will be clean. You also need a cutting board and a pretty good cutting knife. This is just what I'm using to cut the chicken, the mushrooms, and the sausage with. And I cut the sausage into slices, and then I cut the slices into quarters. And then I'll be taking celery salt, minced onion, thyme flakes, oregano, and rosemary flakes, and bay leaves. Those are the spices I'll be using, plus a little bit of pepper, and this is called lemon pepper, and black pepper as well. I'll have to find it. Here's my black pepper. I'll be using a little bit of black pepper. Now, as we go through the process, I'll be stopping and explaining pretty much what we're doing. Until then, I'm going to get everything set and prepared for the boil. We're going to use a little camera magic and just skip through the rest until I get to my first step. 3, 2, 1. First thing you want to do is you get your boudin link, and you take your knife and just cut it from the top. What I do is I cut it from the top to bottom to split it open. Some people cook it as sausage, but I like to not wait till the boil breaks the little wrapper here, and you can just break it apart. Personally, I don't want one of these in my cooker for obvious reasons of what it looks like. Just a mental image there. Then you take your second link. I have 6 others already cut open. I just wanted to show you how I did this, and I've already got it all mixed up, and I'll be putting these with what I already have mixed. But what you do, just bust them out of the wrappers, and you just get in and you break them up to where they're not solid, they're not hard, they're really crummy pieces like that. The crummier the better, because the easier it'll boil a lot quicker. It'll save you some time. And you just break it up, and it looks something like that. Hope you can see that. And I'll show you basically what I do next in just a few steps. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I'm going to be boiling my boudin. Got it all in this nice little bowl here. What I do first, go ahead and put it on the burner. Got a little stuff on the other burner back here. I've got all my burners on the stove, just so that whenever I'm ready to add the ingredients, they're okay to go. And basically, the bowl that I mashed the boudin in, I just went ahead and poured the 8 cups of water in, because I'm making 8 lengths of boudin, or I'm using 8 lengths of boudin for my recipe. Pour in the water, and then spoon in the boudin so as not to splash the water. And it's going to take a while for this to get to a boil. So while it's boiling, I've also got my chicken cut, my mushrooms, my sausage, and all I really got to do is put the shrimp on the boil as well, and get all that going. This oven's going to be fired up and cooking for a bit, and then we'll get it ready for the casserole dish here in just about 25-30 minutes from where I'm at right now. Well, I'd say about 15 or 20 minutes, because it is going to take a while to get this to a boil, but it's already starting to bubble on top because I did preheat the burners, and it's going to start cooking here in just a few minutes, a few short minutes. So I'll start frying the chicken, the mushrooms, the sausage, and the shrimp. Got my chicken here just next. Then I'm going to pour into this saucepan, this skillet here, that I'm using extra virgin olive oil to cook, and start stirring it around. Get it nice, get the oils nice and even so that the chicken doesn't stick to the pan. And like I said, as I said, I am using extra virgin olive oil, and I cut this into small little square pieces to where it'll spread evenly throughout the casserole. And it's just a cup this full of chicken. And I'm going to go ahead and add the sausage to the same skillet. Kind of heaping bowl full of this, about a half a sausage length, and get it all nice and stirred around and evenly cooking. And the one good thing about the Boudin skillets is they do distribute the heat evenly, so that it's not just on one side of the pan and the rest of the pan is not cooking. Then I put my mushrooms in the little, I guess the 8-inch skillet here, with the extra virgin olive oil as well. I'm going to get another mixed in the spatula so as not to mix the sausage stuff and chicken stuff with the mushrooms. I'll use 2 different spatulas. Now I'm going to bring the camera over so that you can see what all this is looking like here. I got water there in the back, and the chicken and sausage and the mushrooms, and here's the boudin boiling. I'm going to have to stir it in just a second. I'm going to put shrimp in that back boiler there, and just boil it until it's nice and cooked.